A former candidate for Chesapeake School Board now has a major legal battle to fight. This one has evidence to go with it that he was spotted at the January 6th insurrection on the United States Capitol. 10 on your side's Chris Horn has the story for us tonight. Chris?
Steph, we first learned about Jared Miller when he ran for school board in Chesapeake during the pandemic. He was running on a platform of opposition to mask mandates in class. Well, the FBI says Miller was involved in protests in Richmond prior to January 6th, but it was the unrest on that fateful day that led to these charges. I interviewed Jared Miller in January 2022 when he announced he was running for a seat on the Chesapeake School Board. He had daughters in Great Bridge middle and high schools and disagreed with the renewed requirement of masks in schools. The FBI investigated the January 6th riot by looking at open source media, DC Metro Police body cam video, and the Capitol's own closed circuit TV. In a statement of facts supporting the charges, an FBI agent provided several still images of Miller gathered from video on January 6th. The FBI says Miller joined the breach of a police line and names him in this image shoving a police officer when the two opposing lines had separated for a moment. Another image shows Miller dragging a bike rack away that police were using as a barrier for crowd control. In this image, the FBI says Miller was in a tug of war with police over a different barrier. Other images show Miller pushing the barriers into police who were trying to hold the line. Another picture shows Miller after he had removed his gas mask. The FBI says the entire sequence lasted about 24 minutes. The federal charges relate to physical violence and unlawful entry into a restricted area, violence on the grounds of the Capitol, and disrupting government business. And the Department of Justice confirmed that Miller was arrested Wednesday on the charges. We asked DOJ about his custody status. They did not immediately respond. But according to their data, Miller now becomes one of more than 1,100 people arrested in connection with January 6th. Our investigative team found other January 6th defendants with similar charges. They were sentenced anywhere from 6 months to more than 7 years in prison. Chris Horn, 10 on your side.